Dun, 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 dun. What an awesome shot this is. Look at that.
I feel like we should change our channel to like island reviewers. Because every time we have a road trip, we've gone to like an island. It's always some sort of island that we go to.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tech Motoring. We are heading out on a road trip today. It's actually going to just be a short road trip weekend actually. So did I say today? We're actually not leaving today. We're leaving tomorrow. Today is Friday. We're leaving tomorrow, Saturday morning, on a road trip from here in Myrtle Beach up to North Carolina to Topsail Island just for a weekend getaway, see some family, and hang out by the beach. Yes, I know we live in Myrtle Beach, but we're seeing family primarily for this trip. But anyway, we're going to be taking the Tesla Model 3 Performance on this short road trip, so make sure you stay tuned. Come along with us and join us on a pretty boring road trip, actually, this is going to be. It's only a couple hours away. Anyway, let's dive into it. All right, everybody. Will you join me with the Fiat? No, we're not going to take that on the road trip. No DC fast charging and short range is a little difficult. But will you join me with our Ford Mustang Mach-E here and our 2022 Tesla Model 3 Performance. So if you're new to the channel, let me introduce you to our 2022 Model 3 Performance, like I just said. Picked this up December of 22. Really love the car. Fantastic. We've road tripped it. One really long road trip all the way out to Colorado and back, obviously. And then we just did a couple short road trips, you know, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. And we love the car for road trips. Primarily, we usually like to drive the Mach-E on road trips just because the Mach-E is just a more comfortable ride. Now, with the inclusion of Tesla superchargers, this makes it pretty much mindless to drive the Mustang Mach-E. Though the navigation still needs some work, it doesn't seem to want to route to Tesla superchargers as much. But yeah, so other than that, we love the Mach-E. Fantastic vehicle, and we'll be taking this on a huge road trip come next month in September, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel if you're interested in any of that. But for this particular episode, we're going to be taking the 2022 Model 3 and just going a couple hours north from here in Myrtle Beach to Topsail, and actually I think we're going to stop someplace along the way. But anyway, let's dive in, let's take a look at the route plan, see how things are going to go, and just see how easy this trip's going to be for us. It's like I said, it's going to be kind of boring, but hey, you never know. Road trip's a road trip. All right, you join me now in the Tesla Model 3 Performance. Really love this car. It's pretty much my daily driver. My wife drives the Mach-E primarily, but this is our very short trip that we have situated for tomorrow. As you can see, it's adding charging stops in because we're only charged up to 29% right now, so we're going to charge up the vehicle overnight, get it up pretty close to 100%. I'm not going to necessarily need to be up at 100% just because of the short trip that we have here. So as you can see here, we're down in the Myrtle Beach area. We're going to be driving up from here all the way up to Wilmington, which is where we're looking to do this Battleship North Carolina. So there's an old battleship in Wilmington that is basically there as a museum, which is really kind of cool. So a little museum piece there for people to visit and take a look at, and a little bit of history. I believe it's a World War II battleship, which is really cool. So we might be doing that. I think that's only about an hour or so from here. So hour and 15 it says, to go from home to there, and then from there to our hotel, which is up at Topsail Island. That's going to be like another hour, basically. So really a kind of a short trip. We don't even have to stop at superchargers. Plus, we have charging at the hotel. There's some charge point level 2s at the hotel, which is really convenient. So that's pretty much the whole gist of the trip. Like I said, really easy, really boring, and yeah, but I still love road tripping all these cars. Like I said, we have a big one planned in September and October. Actually, we got 2 big road trips coming up. So we'll be having plenty of those. But this is just a short weekend getaway for us, and we're really looking forward to it. But yep, here is our Tesla Model 3 Performance. Only 19,500 miles on it after about a year and a half of ownership. You know, though I do drive for work every once in a while, it's not a lot of driving that I do. And plus, we've been also putting a lot of miles on the Fiat now that we've had that for the last few months. So it's been kind of nice to take some miles off of these cars, the ones that we do road trip with, and put them onto the get around town car, which we really love that car. If you like the Fiat 500e, take a look at the channel. We got some videos on that as well. But yeah, so we got this car pretty much packed up. The trunk is packed, the frunk is packed, the sub trunk is packed, everything's packed up, and we are ready to hit the road. So I'll make sure I reset this tomorrow morning. And for Topsail, we'll see how our efficiency is. Going pretty slow, actually. I wouldn't even, I can't imagine we're going to get bad efficiencies. Now, we might have some weather tomorrow, which is the one thing that may happen, but we don't know. We'll see. But we're looking forward to a nice little weekend getaway here. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. So I guess we'll see you on the road. You can see here, we're going to leave here in just a few minutes, about 10 o'clock to get to the battleship. So just over an hour and 17 minutes, 69 miles. We'll get there with 69%. Then we'll have plenty of battery to get where we need to go from Wilmington all the way up to the island up here, whatever it's called, Topsail Beach, Topsail Island. So yep, so we'll have a little bit, that's our hotel, and then we'll be hanging around in one of the rental houses over here on the island with all the family, so it'll be a good time. Anyway, let's get in the car and get going. So at this point in time, we are 28 miles into this trip at 253 watt-hour per mile, which is pretty good. So just about 4 miles per kilowatt hour. As you can see, we're at 80% state of the charge, so only 10% so far, pretty good. And right now, at this moment, it says that we're going to get to the hotel at 53%. So only using, wow, yeah, 37% battery to get to the hotel. So over 100 miles. Pretty good. But of course, I think as we're parked at the battleship, walking around for a couple hours, the car is going to use that cabin conditioning, you know, when it gets hot in the car. So it's going to keep the car a little bit cooler just to make sure it doesn't get overheated in here. But we'll lose a couple percent for that. But still pretty good. Efficiencies are looking really, really good. And like I said, mostly B roads. And we're just kind of in some traffic right now. So we're going to probably improve that efficiency a little bit more. All right, well, we made it to the battleship here in Wilmington, North Carolina. That thing is awesome. It probably doesn't even show very well on camera, but man, is that huge. We'll get some B-roll footage in there for you, but here we are, 69 miles into our trip, 242 watt-hour per mile, so we did help our efficiencies slightly. And yeah, so we got about 44 miles to our hotel, our next stop here, so we're going to be hanging here for a couple of hours. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. And take a look at the battleship and just kind of learn about it. This is so cool. What an awesome shot this is. Look at that. Whew. Alrighty, well, we have just got out of the USS North Carolina, ironically, so that's exactly what the name of the ship was. So it's really cool to see it decommissioned and brought back here in the 60s, and now it's been a little bit of a monument for this area, which is really cool. So really awesome to see. Highly recommend it as our
AC starts ramping up. Anyway, we're gonna get back on the road. We gotta go find some lunch because we're starving, and then we'll get to the hotel. So we'll see you on the road.
Just taking a little lunch detour here at this random place we saw here, Sawmill Grill. So we're gonna give this a shot. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, seafood, home style cooking, and catering, of course. This looks actually like it's one of those places that's like really good in the middle of nowhere. No opinion. Gotcha. All right, let's go in. All right, made it to our Hampton Inn here, and let's see, we got 114 miles, 29 kilowatt hours of energy used, 256 watt hour per mile, so just about 4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is pretty good. Yeah, so really nice. So we're here at the hotel, which once again has some chargers here, some charge point level 2s. Don't know how fast they are, but they're probably like the 6.5 kilowatt unit. So let's get the car plugged in and see how we do. All right, so it looks like we were here about 49% there. Looks like we are charging up at 30 amps, so not too bad. That's probably about 6.5 well, actually we can see right here, yeah, it says 7-8 kilowatts, so yeah, that sounds about right. Probably about 7, might even be like 6.5, but it is 240 volt, which is interesting. Usually these are 208 volt, so you normally get only about 6 to 6.5 kilowatts. We're actually getting 7 because of the higher voltage. That's really cool to see. But anyway, we're gonna see if our room is ready, see if we could run in there and yeah, at least get settled in for a little bit. All right, off to the house. So we have to go to 2381 New River Inlet, that one. All right, there we go. About 8.2 miles, 16 minutes. All right, not too bad. Let's get on the road. About 10 o'clock at night, and just realized I forgot to bring my contact lens solution for my contacts. So, guess we're going out to the local Food Lion. Go pick some up. Alright, let's go. right. Food Lyon. Down there. Let's find a parking spot here. That looks good. Don't you always hate that when there's like the one thing you always forget to pack? Always hate when I do that. And it always happens too. Alrighty. Mission accomplished. Got my contact lens solution, so now we can get back to the hotel a little after 10 o'clock. At least the Food Lion's like right down the street, which is really nice. It's nice to have some amenities really close. Alright, let's get back to the hotel. Alright. Back to the hotel. Gotta tap our charge point card here. This does take a little bit. Oh wow, it like immediately authorized. It was slow all day today. Let me put down this. There we go. So this is claiming to be a 6.6 kilowatt charger. So yeah, I believe it. That's pretty much what it shows up in the car. And charge it up for the night. Alright, good morning. Looks like it rained last night a little bit. Car's wet. And we were plugged in, charged all night. I lowered the amperage just so we didn't fully charge right away. I think we're almost about 90% right now. But let's jump in and see what our mission is for today. Alrighty, well, looks like we have a little bit of a road trip today back home. We're gonna go leave the hotel here in just a few minutes and head back to the house, back to the beach that we were hanging out with last night over at the beach house there that everybody's renting. So we got to go back to this area of the island, hang out at the house for a couple hours, and then we need to make our way all the way back home. So we're going to be traveling all the way back home through Wilmington again and back to Myrtle Beach area here. So a couple hours, 2.5 hours probably, or maybe a little less than that today. The weather's not looking great for us. It looks like it might rain starting in a couple hours and then just continue throughout the day and kind of go from there. But that's the goal for today. Get over to the beach and enjoy some time there, and then get in the car, head home, and kind of that's it. So let's, once again, short road trip, no supercharging needed because the wonderful hotel here provided it. And so this is just one of those charge point level 2 6.5 kilowatt units. It's the JEMC, which is, or actually I think it's JOEMC, which is the Jones Onslow Electric Membership Corporate. So I think that is the local utility here in the area. So it's pretty cool that they set one of these level 2s up in the parking lot of well, an area that you needed, right? A hotel. It's a perfect place for level 2. And I think they have a couple more of these around the area as well from this local electrical company. So, yep. Yep. All right. Ready to go up to 95%. Really cool. Let's see. We need to go here. And we'll get there in about 15 minutes, just like it was yesterday. All right. On the road we go. So really interesting thing with this house, at the very end of this road here, they just decided to like plow through another road that's not even paved, and it says, you know, no parking and stuff. Just a random road with sand all over it is how you get to the house here. And actually, I think there was a car stuck right there yesterday. That's what I was told, at least. But yeah, really interesting that they just like, let's put some houses at the end of this beach. Oh, here's a good puddle. We're mud bogging in the Tesla. Watch out!
The destination is on the left.
Splash. All right. There's the house. All right, well, heading on out on the road. Weather is looking not too bad, but looks like we got about a 2-hour and 16-minute trip ahead of us. We're currently at 91% state of charge, so we're not going to have to stop to get home. 117 miles ahead of us, and that'll be pretty much it. So pretty straightforward, and off we go. Just the halfway mark here. As you can see, the Topsail home, we're at 59 miles in. It says that we have about 58 miles left, 274 watt-hour per mile. We've actually had a good stretch of highway that we were at 70 mile an hour speed limit, so we were doing pretty good. But we were just cruising along here now on a little bit of a B road, if you will, just going along. So we'll be home in just about an hour, which is good time. No traffic. The rain has held off, just a couple of drizzles here and there, but other than that, it's been pretty clear. All right, well, quick detour. Picked up some Frosties.
Nothing's coming out of the straw.
Yeah, they're pretty thick. Give it a few minutes to melt. 39 minutes for 34 miles to home. So let's go. All right, finally home. The rain started coming down on us the last 10 miles or so. Really not too bad. But as you can see here, about 265 watt-hours per mile on our trip home, 119 miles. 31 kilowatt hours of energy used, so just over a third of the battery. And as you can see, we're 46% state of charge is what we made it home at. So pretty good. As you can see, our efficiency was pretty good. But let's talk about the road trip and polish up this video. I feel like we should change our channel to like island reviewers, because every time we have a road trip, we've gone to like an island. It's always some sort of island that we go to. So anyway, that was us for the first time visiting Topsail Island, which we were told that it's not called Topsail Island, even though it's spelled Topsail. It's called Topsail. Topsail is what the locals call it. So that was our trip there and back. And so as you saw, it was a very kind of boring road trip, right? We didn't have to use any public charging other than, well, I guess technically the one at the hotel is technically public charging, but no DC fast charging. Basically got there, charged up overnight at the hotel, came back, and that's it. We're done. We got home at 46%, so obviously we didn't need a lot of energy to get there and back, so it was a pretty straightforward trip. And so the real thing here is, like, if you do have these road trips that are within the range of your battery pack, like DC fast charging infrastructure is completely unnecessary. Because as long as you have a level 2 wherever you end up, that pretty much can give you what you need for your time there.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
We didn't need to charge that much.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't at all. We just plugged it in overnight, let it charge it up, and then the next day we were ready to go for the trip back.
Yeah.
So overall, it's pretty good. Yeah. What'd you think of Topsail?
I liked it.
It was nice.
It was definitely quieter than Folly.
Folly Beach was a lot more hectic, especially in that intersection right in the beginning there. But yeah, it was a nice place, so we enjoyed it. Nice little quick weekend getaway. We like these little weekend getaways where we could kind of do a couple different new things and see different places and kind of get an idea of what's out there to explore and visit, and why not do that in an electric vehicle at the same time.
I wish we could have went to the turtle hospital. But...
Oh yeah, the turtle rehab place. We saw that turtle rehab place when we were on Jekyll Island, which we're both wearing our shirts. But this one wasn't open when we were there, so maybe next time. Well, anyway, I think that's about it. We'll wrap this video up, and thanks again for watching. Thank you all for watching all of our videos, road trip videos. Of course, if you want to see any of those other road trip videos, whether it be in the Tesla Model 3 like we're in now, the Ford Mustang Mach-E, or go way back in the archive and take a look at our road trips in the Hyundai Ioniq, which were always a ton of fun. But anyway, we are done for this one, so thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode. And remember, welcome to the future.
And welcome to Tech Motoring.
We'll see you all on the next one.